So I left things last time with a win in the first game of the season. Everything was good. I was happy as Larry. Now I'm as sad as Jack. We are in the relegation zone. We're in 18th today. A live com doubleheader against the only two teams below us. We need to win today. Let's get right into this. How's it going, folks? And welcome back. This is episode number 6 of Park to Prem. We're here with Three Bridges. We're not in the Premier League yet. At this rate, we're not going to be for a mighty long time. Since we last here, things have not quite gone well. I mean, our top goal scorer at the moment is Brannon O'Neill, which, with respect to Brannon, you know, like, he's got some goals for us. He's been quite good. The fact that this man, playing centre mid and left wing for us, is our top goal scorer is somewhat of a concern. We really need to turn things around today. And well, as you can perhaps guess, having looked at the league table, as I now show you the schedule, the fixtures here, they don't look that great, do they? Let's be honest, we won at the start of the season. First episode of the year, we got a win. We may not have many more, so I hope you savoured that 1-0. It wasn't a classic. It might end up being a classic compared to what is going to follow, because as you can see here, we played 4 more league games in August. We lost them all. Now, the first of these games was against Athletic Newham, who, I'll be honest, that they have a familiar badge. Yeah, not sure where I recognise it from. It just looks quite iconic. Like, I've seen it on TV. No, it can't be. They've definitely not been on TV. But in this game, I feel like we were a tad unfortunate. They are newly promoted to the division. They are struggling towards the bottom of the table. This felt like a winnable game. In the end, I went with Wilson and Sissy Mai up top. Needed to rotate things around a little bit just because of all the injuries we've had. Sissy Mai hasn't been great so far. Wilson, on the other hand, has actually been quite good. And you know what? We should really look at his goal in this game. This man, with his 11 finishing, I feel we might be relying on him a little bit. And, well, the goal itself, what a free kick that is. There seems to be a weird amount of free kicks that go in at this level. Wilson, by the way, what's his free kick taking, you might wonder? 7. Yeah, I don't get it either. In our next game, we were in FA Cup action, taking on Bradford Town, a team who play at the same level as us. They were 2-0 up in this game, and we had another comeback. And Wilson scored in this one again. And to be honest, he was a little match winner, really, with this goal, which inspired a comeback and a bit of a weird assist. His first goal here, by the way, assisted by Isaac. Isaac is, you may remember, the Romanian centre attacking mid who can play in the wide areas. He put in the goal. The goalkeeper spilled it. And having scored, Wilson was again involved in the goal that saw us take the lead for the first time. His free kick hit the woodwork. It fell to O'Neill. And, well, from there, we went on to win 4-2. We're still in the FA Cup. We're probably not going to be for much longer. Unfortunately, we ended the month of August with 3 losses on the bounce. The first, against Hastings United, was 5-3. They were just way better than us. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. They were the better team. The only silver lining was that Isaac got his first ever senior goal for the team. And at 17 years old, he's been very good to start the year. Average rating of 7.75 across 2 FA Cup games. I just need him to start showing up in the league. And you know what? We might as well look at his first ever senior goal because it was an absolute screamer. It meant nothing. It was in the 93rd minute. I'm not going to deny him of the opportunity to celebrate that because that was a really good finish. Yeah, unfortunately, 93rd minute, as I said, we lost 5-3. In our very next game, we lost against Whitehawk. We took the lead in this game. Jack Dowdy got the goal. And then we just threw it away. And it was after that result that I decided the 4-4-2 ain't working. I'm going to try the diamond, which I showed you guys last time out. It's not flashy. It's not spectacular. It's very, very basic. But it has seen us somewhat improve our form. Unfortunately, the shift in shape didn't really shift our fortunes. The final league game of the month, we lost against Sittingbourne 5-3. We were 3-0 down in this game. We got it back to 3-3. We looked relatively competitive, but then we went on to concede 2 more. And when you concede 5 in a game, you're not really going to win those matches all that often. Most recently, we took on Bideford in the FA Cup. This was, I think, the first official qualifying round after the preliminary rounds that we'd gone through. They're not a bad team. I think they play at the same tier as us in obviously a different region. We beat them 6-1. Jack Dowdy got a hat-trick. Isaac got a goal. More performances like this with the Diamond will see us go quite far, I think, this year, and hopefully turn around our fortunes. Now, it's worth noting our FA Cup game is going to be against Slough Town, who I believe play in the Vanarama National South. It's the second qualifying round. It's still early days. I don't think I'm going to cover it in a live com, because frankly, I feel like the league just has to be the focus this year. The board expectation, of course, was to attempt to avoid relegation. Right now, not doing a very good job of it. But Lancing and Haywards Heath Town today, look, if we can beat them, we will get out the drop zone. We could climb as high as 7th. So let's remain optimistic, shall we? And another reason for optimism is another new signing that I brought into our ranks. We were about £150 under the wage budget. That was deliberate. It gave me the opportunity to, wait for players maybe to lower their demands, wait to see what else might become available. And we've gone with Levi Gallimore. This guy is 20 years old. He was playing for Scunthorpe United. He played for Cirencester Town last year. He got 11 goals in 36. He didn't do terribly. He's played one game for us. It wasn't great, but we're going to give him time. And yes, I know he's only got 6 finishing, but 13 acceleration, 12 pace, 12 off the ball. If I just compare him to Dowdy, who was the top earner, I mean, you can see here, he's just fundamentally better than Dowdy. Only on £10 more, but still a lot of money at this level. He becomes our highest earner at the club. I'm going to need him to get goals. Otherwise, I might just abandon this strategy, which I seem to have adopted, of overspending on strikers and just hoping we can score more than everyone else. Because to be honest, goals haven't really been a problem this year. It's the whole defending thing that we're struggling with. So one thing to note is that the team that we're taking on first today in Lancing actually have quite a good defensive record. They've only conceded 9 in 5. I say that's quite good because I think we've conceded 14 by comparison. We're going to need to break them down today. And in terms of the team at our disposal, this is the team I think I'm going to go with. It might seem a little bit controversial because there's a few players that you might expect to be the team, not in the team as things stand. Players like Gayler have been kind of okay, but I'm willing to let Isaac come in and see what he can do. The 17-year-old has been really, really solid for us. A product of our academy, was out on loan last year, got 1 goal in 2 in the league. In the FA Cup, he's got a goal and an assist, and he can play naturally at centre attack in mid. So he's going to play at shadow striker. We are going to go with Gallimore and Doldy up top. We then have Lewis Wilson, of course, as kind of a bench option. This guy's been really, really good. His free kicks have been pretty good, as you've already seen for us. He's impressed me so far. I mean, on £20 a week, I wasn't expecting fireworks. At the moment, he looks like a bloody good firework for this level. In the midfield, I'm actually going to change something around real quick here. I'm going to play Jones as the defensive mid, I think, just because he's not quite as good going forward as Thompson. Of course, Thompson in on loan from Nuneaton Borough. He's looked relatively good at this level so far. 2 assists in the league in 4 games. And we're going to go with Osu alongside him, who, of course, has those really, really good physicals for this kind of level. We don't really have superstar centre mids, but we have relatively well-rounded centre mids who have good physicals. And, well, in this kind of system, we are going to be demanding a lot of the box-to-box midfielders. And the defence is fairly standard. Wood is still in goal. He hasn't played every game in goal. You might remember we had a bit of a dilemma where I was thinking maybe I should play Durdy a little bit. I gave Durdy a game. He conceded 4 and got a 6.0 rating. He made 2 errors in the goals that he conceded. Yeah, I've been scared away from using him. So, yeah, still Wood's position to lose, although, let's be honest, neither's been particularly inspiring so far. Now, I cannot stress how important this game really is, and indeed the next game. We've struggled to start the year. In fact, our form to start this year has been worse than any of our form last year, which obviously doesn't really reflect well on the transfer business that we've done. But with a shifting system, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to turn around our fortunes as Lancing run through our team. Wood thankfully makes the stop. Not really what I want to see after 2 minutes, them just running through our team like that. I wish I could sit here and say, a draw wouldn't be the end of the world. It absolutely would be the end of the world. We need to win this, and early on in this game, we're not playing well. There's a distinct lack of highlights. I'm going to get shouty, and we've got more defending to do as they hit the woodwork, and Barnett manages to hook it clear. I feel like our talent should lie in our ability to go forward, and whilst our mantra, shall we say, of trying to outscore the opposition every game hasn't necessarily worked so far, I feel like if we can just get 1 or 2 strikers really firing on all cylinders consistently, we should just be able to outscore opposition teams. That's the theory. It's not worked so far. Only 5 minutes left of the half here. This has been a half where we've kind of been second best, although when you look at the XG, neither team's created a great deal in this match. You can see the XG story, neck and neck throughout. I'm going to tell the players I'm far from pleased. I want to try and get them fired up a little bit. I want to tell the strikers I've got faith in them, but my faith is waning just a little bit. We need to turn things around in this second half and really get into this game. And to be fair, we are doing that at the moment. 10 minutes into the half, creating opportunities, but a distinct lack of highlights that we're seeing. And suddenly it's another highlight where we could be on the back foot. Ball whipped in, Bennett heads it away, but they've still got the ball here in a relatively dangerous area. Hallard with it to Carter. Back across now to Hallard. Helm on the far side of the pitch are going to maybe be looking to get the ball in for Lancing. A draw away from home is not ideal, but it's certainly better than losing this game. And I feel like our defence is about to get called into action as Mohamed tries to switch the play. Kay heads it away, but it's Helm on the overlap who's going to bring it forward here. Gets it in. It's a huge save by Wood, but he can't get to the rebound. And Galty's got there to give Lancing the lead. And, well, despite apparently being in this game, doesn't feel like we've been in it. There's not been a great deal of highlights. And our kind of philosophy of defending narrow, forcing teams inside, and then relying on our aerial ability if crosses do come in, hasn't quite worked there. Wood spills it. The finish, the rebound is finished and tucked in. And I already feel like it's time for some changes. Now, one downside to our current system is I don't have a defensive mid. So I feel like the plan B here is just to bring on Wilson as kind of a second forward and, just go with kind of the triple forward setup, which isn't necessarily a bad idea at this level, I don't think. So we're going to go with Lewis Wilson on the right, Dowdy on the right, Lewis Wilson on the left, Gallimore down the middle. You know what? I'm going to play Gallimore out wide. Wilson isn't quite as quick as the two wider strikers, and I feel like he is probably better suited to be the man who chances fall to with his 11 finishing. Elsewhere in the team, I don't necessarily feel like we've played particularly badly, but Osu is looking nervous. Brannon O'Neill has goals in him, so we're going to bring him off the bench to play the centre mid role for us. We need to try and turn around our fortunes because as things stand, we are bottom of the league. I repeat, we are bottom of the league, and now they've got a free kick. This does not fill me with confidence. Mohamed is going to take it. Wood gets a hand on it, I think. It might have hit the woodwork. It's not in the back of the net. And we live to fight another day. I mean, really, it's been a pretty neck-and-neck game, but I just feel like we've not seen any of our chances. They've just not materialised into anything. I feel like at this point, we've got to try and get the ball forward a little bit quicker. Maybe also go on attacking rather than positive. We've got 15 minutes to try and turn this around. Very, very underwhelmed with what I've seen. It's a little bit concerning. We're in 19th. Lancing are out the drop zone, but we might get a chance here. Gallimore, Blackham, it's cleared off the line. It's the only chance we've had all game. It's one of our signature corners, but they've dealt with it, and with it, Lancing go from bottom of the league to ahead of us. I'm a bit annoyed by the fact that two of our strikers have got 7.0 ratings, or higher than 7.0 ratings, and we've not scored. How have they managed that? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. At what point do I actually start to get concerned here? I mean, obviously, the media weren't predicting us to do that well. Lancing pull way ahead of us. I mean, suddenly, our next game, which if I'm not mistaken is against Haywards Heath Town, just seems even more important. And also, Brian, you remember Brian, the only journalist who turns up? He's still turning up, Brian. I don't want to talk to you, mate. I'm fragile. I'm worried. We've got Haywards Heath next. It's in 3 days' time. I'm going to have to rest everyone and hope that they're fit for that game. Right, we're going to jump forward to that. We're at home against them. I needed a win in this one against Lancing. We looked absolutely awful. Let's see if we can step it up a little bit going into the next one, shall we? I was sat a little bit worried after that result thinking, what if I actually get fired? That thought has now popped into my head. What if I did get sacked here at Three Bridges? Then I came and looked at the club vision profile and remembered who I'm managing. Apparently, we've won one game all year in the league. It's a C+. They are satisfied that I am fighting bravely against relegation. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Certainly, if we want to be fighting bravely, we need to win this next game. Haywards Heath Town are not very good. Last year, they finished 13th. They're predicted to finish 17th. Just as a little reminder, we were predicted to finish 19th. So really, I'm just matching the expectations that the team had. In terms of the team for today's game, I've rested up the players. We're coming into this ready and refreshed, and we've got some new players in the team too. I'm going to be playing Wilson at advanced kind of attacking midfielder, advanced forward. I've forgotten what the roles are in Football Manager. I've lost my head a little bit, haven't I? Gaylor is going to be playing as the shadow striker for us. This is actually his natural position. Of course, his set pieces we were lacking last game. Maybe we need to bring him back into the team to bring them to us. Elsewhere, O'Neill is going to come into the team and play at left centre mid. Of course, he's left-footed, so he's well suited to play there. But elsewhere, the team is going to remain the same, including Dowdy up front, who I'm currently playing as a poacher, but the more I'm looking at things, I'm now thinking maybe I should just play with two advanced forwards. I feel like the advanced forward role is just a good role at this level. There's no nonsense. It's just telling the players, run up the pitch and shoot when you get a chance. I feel like any kind of supportive role at this level, strikers just don't have the passing ability to do it. So let's not overcomplicate things, Jack. Just put the ball in the goal. I feel like I should be a little bit worried that Gallimore, the new striker that we've got, of course, who was playing for Scunthorpe a couple of years ago, did absolutely nothing in the previous game, to the point where he's now on the bench with Wilson coming in. Wilson does have 11 finishing, which, I mean, I don't want to big him up too much, but that is very, very good for this level. Hopefully he can put the ball in the back of the net today. We need a better performance. They're playing a 4-4-2. Gala's on corners. I'm feeling lucky, and I'm very, very happy. Blackham's got a goal. Maybe we're just going to turn into set-piece FC. I mean, we've got a man with 14 corners. Like, we should be using that at every opportunity. It's whipped in. Blackham heads it over. No idea what the goalkeeper's doing there, Walker. Should have been named Jumper, really. Then he might have been able to jump and get the ball. And with that, I was about to say we're out the relegation. We're not out the relegation. We're still in 17th. I saw it say, you're up to 17th. Last year, we would have been safe in 17th. This year, there's 4 relegation spots. But we've got another chance. It's Gala again, playing it forward. It's going to be cleared away and out. And Penga for them, bringing it forward. Do I need to panic? Do I need to worry? I don't think so just yet. Although, depending on how this build-up play materialises, we might need to start to worry a little bit. Carvalho tries to play it inside to Simpson. Does so. And Penga again in the middle. Simpson, Reed, Carvalho. His effort is blocked away. But Brown in the wide area. With loads and loads of time and space. Of course, with our system, oh my word, that's just deflected. It was a shot that's deflected and it's fallen to Mpenga. What I was about to say is that with our system, we are going to be affording wing-backs quite a lot of time and space. But our centre-backs are good in the air. So if they do put the ball into the box, I back our defenders to win it. And equally, at this level, not many wing-backs actually have good delivery. So I don't feel as keen to mark them. I say all of that and then they kind of score a goal like that. That was a shot or a pass by James Lewis that was blocked and fell to Mpenga. I mean, it doesn't really matter how they go in. We're behind in the match. What I would say is we've had a lot of shots and a lot of chances. I need some goals. Now they've got a corner. Oh, don't score before half-time. Not like this. Wood collects it. I honestly had absolutely no faith he was going to be able to do that. But I've been proven wrong. Now can we spring the counter-attack, Wood? Look at this. Sensational. Blackham to ball at right back. He's going to bring it out. Options inside. Gives it to Gala. Takes it down superbly. Now with Thompson. Gala making a run through the middle, but that run not witnessed by the man in possession. But Doldy with it to ball. I've talked about wing-backs not having a delivery, but here we are with our defenders maybe needing to put the ball into the box. Gala. Lovely build-up play. He bursts through the middle. And while Mr. Assister nearly turned Mr. Goalscorer there, he's hit it just over the bar. I mean, the build-up play up to that wasteful long shot looked quite good. Unfortunately, the score's 1-1. I mean, that XG story just makes me feel sad. They've had that one chance that they scored from. Since then, they've done nothing. This really is a game we have to win. Right, I'm going to pump my fists. We've got a chance to exact revenge. Come on, lads. Please. I'm getting desperate. I'm pleading with them. We're only 7 league games into the season. Okay, we've got a corner. Gala whips it in. Barnett heads over. I hate that we're so reliant on corners, if I'm being completely honest, because I know it's not that pretty to watch, but we are the Stoke City of the 8th tier. There is no other way of branding it. We've got some good centre-backs who can head the ball. One man who's good at delivering crosses and free kicks and just stuff in Gala. Well, we might be called into some defensive action here. It's still 1-1. Ball lumped forward. Ball reads it. Now can we make something happen? Wood with it. Maybe the gazebos can inspire us. O'Neill, wearing the captain's armband, lays it out wide to Kay. Back inside to O'Neill. Look at this. This is pretty. This is nice. Bit worried we're just going to give away the ball and they're going to score. But we're trying to play some nice football. Gala, Thompson, Wilson, he's through. He's got 11 finishing. He's got to score this. He hasn't scored this. It's an hour gone. I've had enough of Wilson. Gallimore, get on the pitch. No, you know what? Let's not blame Wilson. Dowdy, you're off. And also, I feel like I should make another change, but the options on the bench aren't very good. You know what? We're going with one change. It's still 1-1. We're still in this, but that is a chance we have to score. With 20 minutes left in this game, our XG is almost double theirs. I am happy for us to really, really go for this now. Let's go a little bit more direct. In terms of how I want us to play, I want us to, I think, just hit early balls into the box at this point. Let's get rid of pass into space as well. We're on attacking. We're going for it. We need to be in it to win it. We're in it. Now can we win it? This is a game which if we don't win, we are going to look back on the end of the year and regret. Because we've been on top in this game massively. Just can't quite find that breakthrough. Anyway, the ball's going to be cleared by them, but Barnett should take that down and does so with a superb touch. Ball played forward. Gallimore, is he onside? It doesn't matter if he's onside because he's missed the one-on-one. Wilson and Gallimore are just sabotaging our efforts of staying up here, and I'm not having it any other way. It's now the 73rd minute. Our XG's 2.46. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little bit desperate, everyone. Jones, O'Neill, Wilson. This is nice. Gaylor, Jones, Thompson, Gaylor. Hits it. Oh my word, it might be the best goal I've seen all year in Football Manager. Mr. Assister, take a bow. What's just happened? I did not know he had that in his locker. He's used his combination on his locker. He's opened the door and he's unleashed an absolute thunder. Oh my days. It's in the back of the net. Pardon my language. Apparently it was a tight offside. We don't have VAR in this level. Was an offside. Oh my, I mean, I don't mind watching it a third time. 14 minutes left on the clock. Not that I'm clock watching. Not that I'm wishing for the time to go by a little bit quicker. Maybe I am slightly. But, oh, okay, that'll do. Wilson, straight down the middle. Wilson, you've missed one-on-one. He's gone down in the penalty area. O'Neill's going to take the penalty. He scores penalties all day, every day. This is going to be 3-1. And I'm thinking now we're taking one step closer to safety. O'Neill's missed it. O'Neill, he's missed. What? It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. If they now just go up the other end, Troy Deeney style, and score against me, I'm not going to be happy. Gaylor, O'Neill, make amends. Gaylor, just shoot. Just have a go, son. Do it again. Jones, Gaylor, who's looked so good actually at centre attack in mid in this game. O'Neill, Gaylor, hits it. Oh my word. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely thought it was about to go in. And it would have made me think about, it would have made me forget about that penalty miss. O'Neill, the man who missed the penalty on his redemption arc, wins the ball in the middle. And we look to bring it forward again. Thompson, through the middle. What can he do? He gives it to Jones. Now with Thompson. And look, we do actually look competent at passing the ball around with this 4-1-2-1-2. Gaylor hits it. I mean, should we just make this the game plan? Is this the new game plan? We just give it to Gaylor from 20 yards and say, have a go, lad. Why not have a go from there? I don't even know what to say. I've signed like 4 strikers since I came to the club. It turns out the man who's been here since the beginning in Gaylor is just the best of the lot. He smashes it into the top corner. He makes it 3-1. I have forgotten about the penalty miss. And to be honest, we've been way better in this game. If we can play like this against other teams around us, we will stay up this year. We do actually have capable footballers. And I do feel like we've got a little bit unlucky. I mean, watch them make it 3-2, so it looks really close for anyone who just, catches up on the scorelines. Of course they were going to do it. 3-2. There's 1 second left. They're not scoring again. It's going to be fine. Everyone remain calm. It's a corner. It's not just us who use the corners at this level. That ball came down with snow on it after it was looped up into the air. Owen heads it in. But we are going to win the game. A must-win game that we absolutely deserve to win. Gaylor gets a 10.0, an assist and 2 goals. Thompson, a 9.1, was very, very good in the middle. Apparently, there were doubters. Not anymore, there's not. They probably do still exist, actually. But I'm not doubting us anymore. We are in 18th. I mean, if we get 1 win, we can climb up to 12th. So, look, let's not panic too much. Generally speaking, to stay up in this kind of league, you need to get a point per game. If you can get a point per game, you're usually going to be safe. We've got 6 points from 7. We're in a relegation battle. I've accepted that now, at least at the moment. We're in a relegation. I'm going to go talk to Brian. You must be delighted at finally ending that run of 5 games without a victory. Thank you for reminding me, Brian. It's a weight off our collective shoulders. How good was that goal by Curtis Gaylor? Which one, Brian? Which one? It was a goal out the top drawer. What are my thoughts on Charlie Walker's performance? Their goalkeeper, didn't notice him in net. I don't want to comment on his performance. He did actually do quite well. There are rumours you're still going to be in the market for another player. Why am I doing this? I'd like to add more players. End the press conference. Gaylor too good for Haywards Heath Town. Absolutely, he's too good. 7 long shots. I think that's a typo. I think it's meant to say 70 out of 20. That's right, 70 out of 20 long shots. He has been nuts. I mean, he's going to have to play next game, isn't he? Why did I not play him in the game against Lancing? I wish I could actually give you a good answer for that, but I just can't. I've talked about the fact we've got Slough Town in the FA Cup second round. They're in the Vanarama National League South. They are bottom of the league, but there's a pretty good chance they're just going to have their way with us. So rather than worry about playing them in a game that's going to probably be not that pretty to look at, looking at things, the games to end October are against the teams currently in 19th and 17th. They are the kind of must-win games that we're going to have this year. So it's a pretty good chance we'll come back for those. Hopefully between then and now, this man Levi is actually going to get his shooting boots on and remember how to score goals, because it could be Jack Doldie, Mark II Electric Boogaloo at this rate. I am hoping that we are going to be able to turn things around. I do actually think our team is relatively good for this level. We've got a bit of bad fortune. And actually, since we've changed systems, we have looked significantly better. We just need to get a couple of wins and a bit of confidence. If you've ever played Football Manager, it's a game about momentum. Right now, I mean, the morale's actually still quite good. It's like I've been saying throughout this. This team is very happy with mediocrity. They should be upset. They should be unhappy. And they're all just kind of content at the fact we're third from bottom. But anyway, gang, that is going to wrap up everything from me today. I kind of wanted to get 2 wins today. We could only muster up the 1. But you know what? I'm not going to complain one little bit. Gala was sensational. Hopefully he's going to continue to be good. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Who knows? Maybe I will have bought another striker by tomorrow's episode. I hope to see you guys for it. And well, until next time, it is me, Jack. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in a bit. I'm out.